Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you with the biggest NFL news of the day, that the Patriots have traded Ryan Mallett to the Texans. Honestly, I can remember back to the 2011 draft, sitting around. I'm not a big draft guy because I'm not a big guy on college football, but because of that year, I think many 49er fans were ready to hang ourselves over the whole Alex Smith situation in San Francisco. All of us were really looking at the board to see what was going on with the quarterback situation. I think he was the deepest into the draft I've ever really seen. I'm one of those guys who really turns on the draft, builds up the hype to what everything's going down. But by the 10th pick, I'm ready to get out of that room. There's no need for me to be in there anymore because I don't know anybody on that board. But I stuck with that draft longer than any of the other ones because of how deep the second and third round of quarterbacks are going to be, and everybody knew that the Niners were out there looking for somebody to bring in. Mallett was the guy that came from Arkansas. I thought he had a really good, strong arm, and I thought he was definitely a guy that could be a quarterback for the 49ers that we could really win with. So he was the guy that was on my board. Ends up in the second round. Andy Dalton gets picked up by the Cleveland Bengals. The Niners trade up with the Denver Broncos in order with the next pick in the second round to pick Colin Kaepernick. Kaepernick was a guy, being from Nevada, was sort of a local guy that I had heard a little bit about in college, but didn't know a lot of. People really high up on his strong feet, and I knew that we were stuck with Alex. But the two guys that were on the board were Ryan Mallett and T.J. Yates. Mallett, of course, got picked up by the New England Patriots. T.J. Yates ended up going to Houston, where I really thought he was going to get a chance to start. Now, with Mallett moving from the Patriots, of course, when he got picked there, I knew there was no chance in hell, basically, that he was ever going to get to play there behind Tom Brady, unless Tom Brady got hurt. But then, of course, in the back of my mind, I thought of the year that Tom Brady got hurt, and the kid from USC, Matt Castle, got to start a few games and ended up, once Brady came back, he was expendable. Got traded to the Kansas City Chiefs, and they gave him a shitload of money trying to make him into the next Tom Brady, which really didn't work out for them, which sort of really sunk them. And I kept picking. I remember one year in Pick'em, the Chiefs were bad, but I kept on picking against the Chiefs every week because of how much I hated Matt Castle. I thought that the Chiefs way overpaid for this guy, and the running back. The guy that was with the Cleveland Browns that was on the cover of Madden that basically wanted to get paid, so he ended up sort of staging his own holdout, getting hurt, and he basically was able to tell his agent to tell the media before the coach even found out. Basically, the media called up the Cleveland Browns head coach at the time and asked for something to put in the paper about the injury. And he didn't even know about it. It was the reporter on the phone that told him that he wasn't going to play, and basically he was basically sit out that season in order to become a free agent. I know he's the running back right now for the New York Giants. I know that he ended up playing for the Chiefs for a while too, and I've wasted too much time trying to remember what his name is. I apologize. Somebody will put it down in the comment box below. But honestly, if there's any place for a guy that I like that I've been following, like Ryan Mallett, it's to go to Texas. Honestly, I didn't even know what the quarterback situation was. I thought that T.J. Yates was going to be ended up with that job. He's in Atlanta now. When the Niners played them in the preseason, I believe it was. We kicked their ass. That was week 4. San Diego was week 3. Basically, with that game, I found out that Ryan Fitzpatrick came down from Buffalo and from Cincinnati, and he was now their starter. And I said, man, this team is in trouble. Ryan Fitzpatrick is a good quarterback, but definitely this is the team that really needs to be rebuilt and repackaged. I know that they used the number 1 pick to bring in the defensive end from South Carolina, Clowney, and that definitely was a pick to shape up that defense. Putting him next to J.J. Watts over there on the line, of course having Cushing behind them, that defense is going to be brutal. I mean, that quarterback's not going to have any time to throw, and it's going to be hard to run through that line as well. So, I mean, they're set, but definitely a quarterback is something that they're going to be sitting around and looking on. Who knows? I mean, Mallett can go there. The new Texans head coach, Bill O'Brien, was the offensive coordinator in New England from 2007 to 2011. So he got to have Mallett there as a rookie. So more than likely, this is the guy that he wanted to bring in and keep it. As long as you have a weapon out there like Andre Johnson, any quarterback there should be, as a way to move forward. I really thought that they ended the Matt Schaub era in Houston a little prematurely. I think that Matt Schaub was a good quarterback and definitely win games in the NFL. I wouldn't say that I'm a little bit glad that he is going to Oakland. I hope that he can rebuild that. As a 49er fan, you know that all of us hate Oakland Raider fans. But I think that there has been a reign in Oakland long enough of this team being dreadfully bad that it needs to turn around sooner than later. And more than likely, they got to be on the way up. You got to think. I mean, they were able to keep McFadden is going to be there. They signed him last year to come back. I was a little bit surprised by that. They brought Carr in, and they're rebuilding things. Every year, I think, is to be the year. I picked them to win the West, I believe, 2 seasons ago when it was Peyton Manning's first season in Denver. How stupid I fucking was. And I think I even picked them to finish second last year. So not quite where I'm going to put them this year, but we'll figure out where we go from there. But hopefully, Ryan Mallett moving down to the Houston Texans is going to be a big move. Last year, I lost one of my favorite quarterbacks from college that I really liked following. I remember when he got cut by shit. I don't even know what he's doing now. I'm surprised he wasn't doing TV last year, but he did get cut pretty late in the season. But I wonder if anybody picked him up to do anything now. The last thing I heard was that he was like getting in trouble for something at home, fighting with his neighbor or some shit like that. But that's your quarterback news from the NFL. Houston Texans fans, be happy. We're talking about backup quarterbacks here on the Stevie Breach channel. Peace out, everybody.